And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Getting Sports with the Drunk. Rat of a Red Baron here, joined by...
The man of many nombres.
That's right. The man of many names and the rat of a Red Baron getting throwed like Dan Heron.
That's right. Played for a lot of teams.
Played for a lot of teams, was a big part of our MLB 2K and the show franchises alike. What a great fella. And he's on the air with us right now. Dan, how are you?
I'm well.
Would be pretty
I
funny.
played for many teams.
30 seconds in, pull out this name, kind of just pull it out of our ass, and then he's on the show. Could you imagine that?
It'd be cool if I was friends with him.
It would be. He might do this show. Like, I think if there was a few players who played professional baseball that would come and do our podcast, I think he might.
I don't think so.
All right, well. I mean, I didn't really have I didn't have a reason for.
We're getting guys like Niger and Morgan.
Oh, that'd be sick.
You remember that time you threw your glove in the stand?
Do you know how awesome it would be if like Niger Morgan was like in the same room with us doing a show, especially like back in the Maple days?
Niger Morgan was not that good.
That's not a problem. In fact, I think prefer the players who weren't that good.
No, you guys prefer the players that aren't that good.
He still was a professional baseball player. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And Jamarcus Russell was in the NFL.
All right, we'll continue this in a minute. I know you're probably not having a beer tonight, but are you having anything to drink at all?
Yes, a vitamin water of the yellow kind.
Ah, the energy, huh?
The only good one.
It is a good one. It's probably my favorite. Yeah. And do have a toast.
No, not really.
No, nothing,
I guess I could toast the Sixers making moves.
There you go. Well, we'll keep it at that. You can definitely, do some rapid fire on that in a second. I'm closing out from my Bell's IPA variety pack. I have the Hazy Hard IPA. This one's at 7.5%. I believe it's the highest of the four. I kept one can of each, and I'll do a full review. I'd love to have everybody on the show so we could do a sample. I'll see if I could hold on to them for a while. They're good until September, so I'm praying that we can get together and do a live show before that. But we're going to be having that. And my toast is actually to the Riddler, who may be on a little bit later. He found me a champagne. I guess it's a spritzer. It's a wine spritzer that I hadn't had in 10 years. There's something I had at Eastern as a joke because that's just how I am. You know me. I'm a weirdo and part of the group who, made bad things good. Discovered this wine called Ice Spritz, and it was just so ridiculous. And he's able to find some. It was super, super flat and kind of like lost some flavor, but it was a good trip down memory lane. So hats off to the Riddler for finding that for me and bringing back some good memories. Yeah, whatever, man. But yeah, let's get right into it.
I'm in.
All right. Well, you had mentioned the Sixers, making moves, and that is kind of dip into NBA free agency. It's upon us.
Yeah. Free agency started last night at 6 p.m. Not a lot of moves have been made, but decent amount.
Well, I guess real quick, we'll jump back just a half second. The draft occurred pretty much rapid fire. I saw a lot of things being said about it being a bad draft. You have any thoughts on that?
About this draft being a bad draft?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not the deepest. Like, you could get lucky and found somebody like in the later rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think just because I don't know enough about it, the things that I had read and or heard, it seemed like they were really complaining about the players, and like they felt like all the picks didn't matter just because they there wasn't like that standout group of guys, I guess. But we all know that the NBA draft is very risky just in general. It's 2 rounds of maybe 7 or 8 guys that will actually matter.
So, in drafts like these, you're more than likely to find a better player in the middle of the rounds in the later round.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for instance, the Hawks took Zachary Richardson. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's fucking French. But, I mean, he wasn't the best player in the draft. He's just the guy Alex Starr said he didn't want to go to fucking Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Atlanta has too many big men. He wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah. But I guess...
They took a very skinny, lengthy wingman who had a little bit of a broken jumper.
Mm-hmm. I guess my takeaway is, going into this, there were very few names that I knew. Not that I pay that close attention anyway to guys coming out of college, but traditionally there's 1 or 2 guys that you just know because they're being talked about. I feel like that didn't really occur this year, and I feel like the biggest storyline was the whole Bronny thing. Like, I think that outshined most things in this draft.
The Bronny thing was very predictable. If you made it to 55, you knew the Lakers was going to take him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but I think that was the most talked about thing coming out of the NBA draft, and now that it's came and went, like there's nothing really else being reported on. In my thing, in not the deep realm of NBA talk, like in just general, the ESPN sports centers of the world that are just hitting on everything. They talked about the draft. It came and went. Free agency is here now.
The NBA doesn't mess around.
And I think
it's not like football.
Yeah. And I think that this free agency has potential to be far more interesting, and will just be more interesting than what the draft was.
So Paul George was the big name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll see some players move. I mean, it's not a crazy free agency class.
It's their names though. Like,
yeah, technically LeBron's a free agent.
Yep. Klay Thompson.
James Harden was a free agent.
Yep. All guys that will for sure be on a team, come October. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of, like, there was a period of time where I feel like James Harden was definitely kind of like, you don't want him on your squad. He will be a problem. I don't know if that's still the case. Defensively, it is what it is with him, but I feel like he had a lot of negative attention with him as well that maybe he doesn't have anymore.
I mean, he played well for the Clippers. He seemed to be happy in California, which I don't know why.
Well,
you get taxed up the ass there.
Yeah. But like, he wasn't making like bad
complaints.
news. What's that?
He wasn't complaining, no.
Right. And I think it'll be interesting that Clay Thompson had like 4 teams he planned on visiting.
Klay Thompson already got signed.
Oh, he did get signed.
Yeah, he got traded to the technically sign and trade. He's a Dallas Maverick.
I didn't see that. When did that happen?
Like an hour ago.
Well, okay, so in the hour that I wasn't paying attention. Well, I mean that's interesting.
I mean, the Hornets fucking got in on that, and they got a good player out of it. So good for them.
Well, there's a 3-team to that.
Yeah, I think the Warriors just got picks, but the Hornets got Josh Green, which is they need. He's a young guy, younger defender, a little bit of upside. Hornets need anything they can get.
Do you anticipate, because Clay kind of has like a injury history, what his like load management and what you kind of expect his playing to be like in Dallas?
Well, he didn't have load management last year.
Was the first year off of kind of that?
No, second.
Second, all right.
He's definitely not the player that he used to be. But in this situation, he doesn't have to be. They're Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah. I mean, talk about a good group of teammates.
You know, like he's got the pedigree of winning. Not a terrible fit.
That's a guy.
I mean, it's already.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's a guy to me that like, and it's also me not knowing enough about it, but like, I feel like you could plug him in most situations and it's a good fit. I'm not saying it's a sure thing everywhere, but he's a guy that, especially in the way basketball is played now, that I don't know. I feel like Klay Thompson kind of works almost anywhere just because of what the type of player he is.
He's definitely not what he used to be.
Well, I don't think fans and the organization is expecting that. I think if they can get half of what he was, and I don't know, what do you think is a good line for him?
If he can average about 14 points a game, that'd be perfect.
And to me, I think it's very doable.
Yeah. Especially in an offense that just likes to fucking run.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. Are there other names that you kind of have your eyes on?
Well, the Sixers signed Eric Gordon to the vet minimum. They signed Andre Drummond back, which was weird.
You said
Paul George,
Kelly Oubre,
and they extended Maxey. So they were busy.
Yeah, inking up a bunch of players in short while.
I was talking to Paul earlier. I don't see this team working, but I have to appreciate them trying.
Yeah, in the right now, Philadelphia will forever kind of be like they're going to be haunted by that, trust the process thing for a little while longer. And even though we are so beyond that, it's just because that's still in people's minds. I think that any moves that I just feel like that still kind of haunts them. I don't know why.
Well, until Embiid's gone, that'll be the thing.
Yeah, I agree. But to your point, it's not like the organization is just be like, all right, well, we're gonna run it back again with these guys. At least there's like thoughtful roster moves being made, and taking chances.
They needed a two-way forward.
Yep, and re-signing players that actually worked.
Yeah, like Maxey was a home run fucking first-round pick.
Yeah,
they didn't get him in the first 3; they got him at 20.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some gems you could find. You can tell by and it's not all about skill. Like if you have like the intangibles, like the mindset and all that shit, like it'll be good to go. Those players work more in the later rounds than they do like just going off skill.
Mm-hmm.
Like the TJ McConnells of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Little scrappy dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be exciting, and I'm sure as the next week or so goes on, more of those players will kind of land. I don't think they're in basketball. There's like long, like holdouts like there is in like football. I think there's
No.
the signing process is kind of more quick.
Yeah. I mean, Tobias Harris got a kind of a bag. Signed 2 years, $52 million with the Pistons.
Wow, good for him.
Why? I don't know.
Maybe there'll be this year's just cause deal.
The Celtics extended Derek White to a max.
Mm-hmm.
Bulls signed Jalen Smith. I don't hate that signing. Just a backup big. Let's see. Raptors re-signed Garrett Temple. Who cares? The Thunder signed Isaiah Hartenstein. Nick fans are upset about that. Clippers got Nicholas Batum. Whatever. Bucks signed Delon Wright. Whatever. Paul Mox here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, but
Yep.
you're very quiet.
Well, how about now?
Still pretty quiet.
I thought he was fine.
Let me see.
How about now?
Ah, there he is. Sounded very good.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, drop the mic.
No, I just walked into it.
Cue walk much joke.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said.
It wasn't funny. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's the assumption.
The joke I said, the old cue walk much. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, I actually got to take off.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Real quick, Mark, while we have you, are you drinking anything?
I have water.
Ah, from the
House
fridge?
ran out of beer.
Oh, man. Sounds like you gotta get a
Yeah.
new house.
Are we on?
Oh, we're on.
Oh, cool.
We're on. You're coming in live.
Nice.
So
nice.
we got a bottled or fridge or out of the tap.
It's from my fridge dispenser.
Ah, the fridge dispenser. So we got a glass of water, and you have a toast.
Do I have a toast? Hold on.
See, the nice part.
Funny, I haven't been here in a while. Totally forgot how everything works.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we've missed you. It's been, I don't know, three weeks maybe.
3 or 4.
You know.
You're busy flapping over there.
Yeah. We're gonna toast to Jason Tatum. Getting the 5-year supermax. That's such a crazy word.
It's like, yeah, I just got the Supermax.
5 years, $315 million. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
There is no real money in basketball.
Yeah, the money's all made up.
It's $63 million a year.
I'm going to share the wealth.
It's so funny because there really is it's such a disparity across sports. Like if you look at like hockey, like the high end, like insane, like good hockey players make what, maybe 10 a year,
Yeah.
you know? And that's just like the 8th guy off the bench on any NBA team.
I know. Unbelievable. But hey, good for him.
We should have played basketball.
Listen, we can head down, we'll find a local, like a rec league, put in some work. I think in no time we'll be making those Supermax deals.
No, we wouldn't. We would be losing to like the best team in the rec league teams.
You're not even giving us a chance there, guy.
I've
No,
seen
no, no. What he's
those
saying is
guys-
we'll get the Wallingford Supermax.
we have to pay to play.
Yeah, the one.
I tell you, it would be a cool move to like join a men's like rec basketball league and just drink the same we would at a softball game. Get really blasted.
Imagine that, taking that same like mindset to like rec basketball.
It's funny. A few years ago, Marissa played in like a women's rec league, and I would go and watch the games, and they would have the guys' games on like the other court. And I was like, oh, this could be kind of fun, just to kind of like fuck around. And then I watched it get pretty physical down in the paint. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
Well, Kendall, you would have to be one down in the paint.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, the best thing, we showed up to one of her games, and the other team only had 5 girls, right? So I'm like, all right, they're not even going to be able to fucking sub out. Then we found out there were like 5 former Yukon players, and they just smoked them.
Just ran house for the entire
Dude,
game.
I was hysterical. This one guy, I wish I recognized, not that I recognized, once someone said their names, like I kind of remember hearing them. But this one girl just stood under the bat and just no one could do anything about it. It was hilarious. They ended up getting down by like 60,
Oh my god.
and the referee was like, "Hey, so we're done here, right?"
Oh my god.
Did they stop keeping score like they did for like high school?
It was. I remember sitting. I was like, "All right, can we wrap this up?"
But do you think, are they proud, that they just like, smoked?
Well, you know what it was like, because they were talking to some of them after. It was just they played for UConn a few years ago. It was like the ones that didn't
Pursue
go
a
pro
career?
or whatever, or just started families. So like they're just playing in a rec league on a Sunday morning, just because they like playing, and they're just running show.
I mean, like I said, I can respect that, but
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
wish we were good at something, like good enough to just, do that.
Listen, I've been saying for years, our path is curling. I feel like you really like dial in for a couple years, you can get good at it.
Shuffleboard.
Do you think, as our group, like, I think we'd have to get not in shape is not the right thing to say, but maybe get a little bit more endurance. Do you think we could like put a team together and be contenders in a flag football league?
No.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Dude, these guys go nuts.
Okay, but
Again, maybe in Wallingford.
well, what I'm saying is, like, I'm not talking about we're going up against former pro athletes, but
No, I'm saying even if we show up to like New Haven, we're getting smoked 10 out of 10 times.
There was like a flag football league in like North Brantford.
Yeah, my brother played in one in Tolland.
that's a hike.
Yeah, and he's like, we would show up and just get shit pumped.
I don't know. I'd like to see it.
You got to realize the only way we're gonna win is if it's against other white guys. That's our only shot.
I think we gotta give it a chance.
I think if we show up, we are going to get dusted. Probably by middle schoolers.
I mean, the last time we were on the field was like, I don't know. When was Jacob's party?
That was a while ago. He walked off because he couldn't catch.
Yeah.
I put on a clinic that day.
Did pretty well.
I picked off Mock.
Listen, I'm a gunslinger. I'll throw all the picks. I don't care. I won't stop throwing.
He takes chances.
I'll get you downfield.
It's tough. I end up, a lot of times, having to cover Eric. He's a pretty quick guy, and
Yeah.
Those teams were so unfair.
Kyle, we drafted him.
Did we?
Yeah.
How did I end up with Eric and Kendall?
Maybe we didn't draft him.
Yeah, you would have definitely not done that.
Yeah.
I think Jacob and his buddy drafted him.
maybe I don't remember.
It was Jacob and I think Keith's little brother.
Yeah, he was there.
and they took. I don't know how it went. Did we draft him?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But
It matters. I need to know.
we also
I mean,
basically.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I
Call
think
I know
Jacob.
Moss is pissed that he would. I had both of them.
we also played two like far hash mark to sideline. I'm pretty sure, which was pretty
Yeah.
big for like a 6-on-6. There was a lot of room.
The best part of any like pickup game like that is it's just a bunch of guys going, all right, I'm gonna run a route. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but I'm gonna be out there.
Just
All right,
throw
cool.
it up.
Just put it up. It's just 100% jump balls. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Flipping a little bit. Do you think we could contend? We get a little bit, slightly more in shape. Ultimate Frisbee.
No.
I'm surprised by the hard
So I
nose.
mean, like, how much more in shape?
Like, I don't know, enough for us to be not winded. I'm not saying
Because I'm gonna be like, I couldn't play a full soccer game right now. Like,
Oh, I certainly could. What I mean, like we took the time and a month of just kind of. I'm not saying like a full lifestyle change. Just get out, run a little bit and kind of, not be like how we are.
What are you talking about? You're saying that I'm fat?
Kyle,
Yes.
I'm
That's
saying.
news to me. It's like the fucking episode of Family Guy when Dr. Hartman told Peter he was fat.
Oh, it's funny. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some videos of the Ultimate Frisbee stuff. I mean, those guys are really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that, I think for a game that basically you're running as fast as you can to track down a Frisbee and then you have, 2 steps or whatever, I think that's very attainable to be able to do. It's not like once you catch it, you got to keep running.
Yeah, but there's no way we're playing defense.
Well, I mean, neither the guys in the NBA.
I'm saying that's gonna be the real issue is when we got to cover.
I think we just kind of we spread ourselves out.
I mean, the other option is if we're playing guys like us, then maybe we got a shot.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, we're not going against like the Olympians here. We're talking about other like random people. Like, you join a league. I think in the flag football scenario as well as Ultimate Frisbee, I think we stand a chance.
I would say a better shot at Ultimate Frisbee than flag football.
And think about it too. We now have, I mean, not me, but we have 3 years of disc golf, under our belts to really know how to throw
4.
some cool stuff.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Oh no, it's not. But you can do it. You can attempt it, and they won't see it coming.
Like, whoa, I need a tee box here.
Like, watch me forehand this one right into the
Everyone
ground.
make some room.
We just dominated a bunch of fucking mild athletic kids in high school.
Yeah, this is a story that we bring up pretty often. We, Kyle and I, joined the Ultimate Frisbee Club for 10 minutes.
Hey, I was a founding member of that group.
You should have been there.
I probably was.
I don't know, when we played against the cross country team, and
Oh no, I remember like when it first like started. It was like me, Eric Richter,
Tim Cohan.
pretty sure. Yeah, he was involved. I'm pretty sure Bueller was involved.
Caught
And
a
then
lot
just
of
kinda
touchdowns
kept growing.
from
but yeah, we played against the cross country team. Souls and I put up some big numbers that day, to the point that no one is talking about it.
Call Jeff and ask him.
I'm just saying that like the
I
new
think that was after Jeff.
Oh yeah, Jeff has long since retired. After he destroyed his ankle, he was never the same.
Kid was washed.
Do you guys remember? I mean, this is a stupid joke. Wanted to make an ESPN 30 for 30 about Jeff. Ooh, Paul. No, you guys don't remember the 30 for 30?
No.
No. The tagline is, he could outrun anything except the expectations.
That sounds like something Kendall would write.
I think we could interview Kyle, like, yeah, he was fast. He just really liked drinking Monster more.
It's true. That kid did not take care of his body. Seems to be the trend of our friend group.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true.
Like, Mock was a skinny bitch back in the day.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I like the use of skinny bitch.
Paul
You
was
guys
skinny
got
too.
quiet on me here.
What's that?
You guys kind of got quiet. But I don't know if it's
Paul
my
was skinny
problem.
too.
What?
Said Paul was skinny too until he met us.
We did a lot
Maybe
of...
I'm the bad influence.
I'm just saying, like, as a friend group, we've done a lot of sitting. Just kind of what we do.
Although I tell you, literally like the last 3-4 years, I don't know if we've hung out where we just have sat.
Well, things are different. The hangout sessions kind of are disc golfing or trying to think of another thing.
Pretty cool. They're about to have Liv Morgan on TV.
Long road trips.
Long road trips.
A lot of sitting there.
Yeah.
It usually contains a lot of drinking.
Yeah, and the sitting and drinking really kind of is what packs on the pounds.
I think that the WWE, oh my god, should be like able to post like the alternate camera angles.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think that'd be pretty cool.
You gotta go to places like Reddit to find those alternate angles. Kind of shot from fans who were in attendance that day.
I can't wait for Rhea Ripley to join the Usos and Roman Reigns in the battle against the bootleg bloodline.
Dude, I tell you, Dominic Mysterio has a pretty cool look. That long mullet and that terrible mustache.
Dirty Dom.
Getting Rhea and Liv Morgan.
Guy's just slanging it. WWE slanging it.
Who is he dating? I think he's dating one other star, a superstar.
Cool.
Dominic.
He just got married to somebody.
Did he?
Yeah. I don't know. Is she a wrestler or is she just any random? I don't know.
Eddie Guerrero's daughter.
Would be interesting.
Be his sister.
Yeah, but Dominic is sick.
Someone dating Eddie
She's
Guerrero's
cool.
daughter. Forgot who.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah,
But yeah, it's happening.
Kyle, I think you should get a vest like Damian Priest.
I already have one.
Bunch of buckles and chains.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers right now.
Is he really?
No.
I'm just, I don't know. It could be.
I mean, until he turns face.
I kind of think he sucks, but
Yeah, I don't care for him.
But you should still get a vest, Kyle.
He's El Champion.
That's fine. He was senior Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he's gonna be senior fighting the Judgment Day soon.
It is funny though. I mean, yeah, he got hurt, but Edge kind of makes his faction, gets kicked out of it, and then is gone.
Yeah. I gotta fix the volume on you guys.
What we're too quiet?
I think it's on my end.
No.
He's a bitch.
Just in summary.
Matthew should be here.
Matthew's enjoying vacay life.
I don't care.
Although, really funny memory, a couple years back when he was on his honeymoon, when he videoed in from the tub, that was everything we wanted.
I was talking about that for a long time.
I could really go for one of those once a month.
A bath?
Just mass from the tub.
Oh.
It would be funny though if that's what he meant, Kyle. This is my monthly soak.
I wait all month for this.
The water's so dirty.
And just 1/2 bar of soap to get it done.
Oh man. So Kendall, you want to hear something cool?
Yes.
I watch a lot of Facebook clips of that hardcore pawn.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy came in and tried to pawn his glass eye.
Oh my god.
Walked into the counter, took it out of his head.
That was the
I wouldn't know what to do there.
No. Do they still make that show?
No. Because all the people involved suck.
Yeah, it was I remember it was that one sleazy guy.
Oh, the son, Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Yeah.
The daughter's a bitch.
Yeah.
The show's captivating though.
Yeah, that was what Pawn Stars wanted to be.
Well, Pawn Stars is awesome.
That actually has interesting stuff. Even though just because the way they do television, the majority of it's staged for TV.
Yeah,
but it's interesting.
What always makes me laugh, and I always get so mad watching the negotiations on the other one, is because they'll be like, all right, I want $5,000, and they're like, well, what will you take? 2,000. It's like, well, there you go. You're a great negotiator.
I just
I watch a lot of that and Judge Judy. It's a
Yeah.
good show.
It's a classic.
I tried to get on it.
Did you, when you were at Connoisseur, did you ever work any of the Ann and Raven did a couple they brought listeners to a taping?
No.
Well, hold on. Maybe it wasn't Judge Judy. I'm trying to think. What were the places in Stanford? What reality shows?
So they had Steve Wilkos, they had Jerry Springer, Maury. I don't think any of the maybe People's
Joe
Court.
Brown.
So I know that I think maybe it was Steve Wilkos that they did 5 or 6 they gave away tickets and then they hosted they brought people down and they got to go to a taping and they'd have a street teamer to check people in. I don't know. It was probably during the time you were there.
I just heard that they're hiring.
Oh, are they?
Connoisseur. Probably fill out an app and be like, technically you bitches didn't even fire me. Where's my money?
No. Listen, they quiet fired you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way they did it isn't legal, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. They basically, don't worry, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that just never got called again.
Not too long ago, I found my key card. I was like, I should see if this works.
That'd be funny.
Just walk in, be like, hey guys.
Put your feet up on a desk. Remember me?
Remember I worked here 3 years ago for a couple months?
I just threw away a few of my shirts.
A lot of those got painted and then donated to Goodwill.
There you go. That's a good painter shirt.
Yeah. Do you still do events for them?
Not really.
No.
Getting some crazy noise out of Paul's thing.
I'm sorry?
I was getting some crazy noise out of Paul's mic.
Oh.
I'm doing the Bluefish, but my involvement is not like it was.
Yeah.
I went last Friday. I went in and helped package some stuff up that went out to the Long Island shops today, but I'm not doing nearly the amount of stuff I used to.
Good.
I've just been waiting for you to introduce me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you heard me. Ladies and gentlemen, the Riddler.
No, it's too late now. It's too late now. That weird sound you heard, I can only describe was me using my tongue as a spoon to get salsa out of like an applesauce container. It's the greatest new snack I've ever found.
What's that?
It's at BJ's. It's 13 snack-sized bags of Tostitos scoops and 13 applesauce-sized cups of salsa.
That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. It's like the greatest snack ever.
Just tongue punching some salsa.
That one was pretty good.
Souls, any thoughts? You've been awfully quiet.
Just chilling. I'm just listening.
Hey, that's all right.
Hey, Kyle, what happened to Bryce Harper?
He hurt his hamstring.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm. He'll be back next week.
There was a very Mets injury coming into today. Brandon Nimmo fainted in his hotel room and hit his head, so he was out of the lineup.
Oh, speaking of, it's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I didn't I didn't receive any cards from you guys. I'm still kind of wondering what the deal is. You know,
I tell you, it's funny. Because, like, the way his worked out, like, they're paying him way more than they should have if they just paid his contract back in, like, what was it, like, 96 or whatever?
Yeah.
But the Ohtani one is insane.
Yeah, that figure is like not even comprehensible.
It at some point they're gonna have to change it because there's no way the teams, because right now it's set to be like $63 million a year for, like, I don't know, 25 years or something crazy.
Yeah, he'll have just have been done playing, for 10 of those.
It seems crazy that the teams are just gonna be like, yeah, this is a good idea.
Well, you think too, like, that and Bobby Bonilla, like those are like memorable, but it's amazing. Like, it's just kind of like a common practice now. Like, I feel like money from other teams, just like I was looking at the other day, like Max Scherzer is still being paid, by the Mets, by the Nationals, like.
And by Texas.
Yeah, all this deferred money, and then it's just like, I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's pretty cool if you're the player.
Yeah. Just infuriates you to no end. And Bobby Bonilla, too, speaking of, he's being paid not just by the Mets, either by, I'll never think of it. I don't know if it's the Pirates or, like, the Angels.
Yeah, there was another team, because, like, the Mets pay, like, $1.1 million, and the other team pays, like, $500,000.
Yeah. I mean, good for him.
We lost Kyle.
Yeah, he takes today very personal. So, we.
Why is it 6 Guadalajara days?
Oh, no, sorry. Zelina Vega's match is starting. He's got to go.
Just grabbing the Puffs Plus.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I had to step away there for a second because I had, Mock's father-in-law calling me.
What do you have?
Oh, he wanted me to know that him, Greg, and Mock are setting up the 10 at 8 in the morning on Friday.
Well, that's not
And that
happening.
Well, that's what he said.
I'm not going there that early.
I was like, I don't think Mock knows that. And he goes, he knows. I was like, I'm willing to bet you that he does not know that.
No. All I know is we're doing the tent Friday. I'll do it later on.
So, how's everybody's day?
Good. How about you?
It's fine. So, like, LeBron James is probably going to play with both his kids, right?
I mean, probably.
So they said. So 2026 is when the other one comes out. So LeBron would have to play 2 more full seasons. Yeah, I think so too. I mean,
So-
him and Bronny.
Gauge in the NBA a ton, right? Drafted like what?
Like, it was official that he was, like, we're starting to try to just find the positives. Well, because me and Kyle just keep talking at the same time because we can't hear each other. You should try that, see what happens.
All right, so LeBron's playing
Like,
3 more years.
Not really slaughter the kid. Because I think the overall consensus was just that, like, he's going to get body checked. There's going to be issues. And
Like whoever had 54, that could have been funny.
promise LeBron if he demanded a trade to the Hawks.
That'd have been a thing, and it would have just been like no one really would have batted an eye.
No, everybody would. There was never a chance of Bronny going in the first round. That was not going to happen.
No.
Shadow to live in.
It's not even like that. It's not even like that. His dad is a serious backlash from a lot of people, and I don't think so.
He should play in the G League.
Yeah, I mean, he should. I think that would be best for him. Is he should go to the G League where he can be away from his dad, log his own minutes and play and do that thing and do his thing, and that would be what's best for him. But I do think that he'll be on the bench. I just don't think he'll play. I think this is going to be like the hardest season mentally for LeBron ever. Because he's going to have to deal with his son failing or succeeded right in front of his eyes. And basically, I mean, you look at it, an NBA team has a 12-man roster, but more or less only really rotates 9 players.
Mm-hmm.
So you figure plus a head coach, so that's 10 people. LeBron is, including himself, LeBron is responsible for 30% of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And so when things don't go right, there's going to be a lot of problems. Like, first couple of weeks of the season, no one's going to care. But, I mean, Kyle, we've seen it. You've watched a lot of basketball. What's going to happen when the Lakers are on game 5 of their 6-game East Coast road trip and they've lost 5 straight and everyone's looking to JJ Redick for answers?
He's going to make some dumb excuse.
Right. Like, I think he's already made a ginormous ass of himself by going on, like, the media question was like, oh, like, what are you most excited to prove wrong about? The people like, oh, that shit doesn't fucking faze me. And it's like, you're in a professional interview as an NBA head coach. Like, have some class. Like, you already look like a donkey. Like, way to go. All the people that you want to prove wrong, you have already proven them right 5 minutes into your coaching career. Kendall stuck at the railroad track.
Oh, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
In your gut, do you think this is all just gonna be a waste of time?
Oh my god, it's an Alexa Bliss SD45.
The best kind.
It's what going to be a waste of time.
Just drafting Bronny, then having them be together, and not from like his standpoint, like just from NBA and fan standpoint.
until Bronny plays, nobody's going to really give a shit.
And even then, people really aren't going to give a shit. LeBron fans, analysts, and things like that will obviously care, but LeBron and Lakers fans will care. Nobody else is going to care. You know what I mean? It's just a thing. It's just another fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like oh, like it was like the Celtics team getting it done. No one gave a shit. You know, it's just like everybody cares for 2 seconds, then they move on. I mean, even like their own fucking teams. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same as winning. Watching winning or watching things happen isn't the same as doing them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you were in high school, if you won a state championship, like the winning hangover would be there for 2-3 days. But I mean, like, if you watch the Steelers win the Super Bowl, like on Sunday, on Tuesday, you're not like still walking around with a big smile on your face, like, hey, the Steelers are Super Bowl champions, man. You know.
Oh, you should have seen me and Kyle.
The only version of that I've ever seen is Kyle walking around after the Phillies lose to the Marlins.
Facts.
I just realized I was talking and on mute for like 3 minutes.
Nice. Did anybody have anything good to say back, or?
No, actually, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck, like.
Just ignoring him.
Well, usually we only do this to Kendall. This is mean, guys.
I can't believe you guys would do some shit like this to me. It's me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck, Richard? So, all right, gents. Well, I just got to the house, so I'm going to put you guys on mute while I get upstairs, and then I'll jump back on.
All right.
User.
I mean, you should have seen when, in 2008 or whatever, our sophomore year of high school, when the Steelers won the Super Bowl. Kyle, it wasn't until April that he lost his smile.
Yeah, what happened in 2010?
Went home.
Was that 2010?
Yeah, it was.
They lost to the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bad day. Wasn't quite Denver Broncos wild card bad, but it wasn't great.
Rather lose that way than lose a close game.
Oh, I agree. Nothing like after losing a Super Bowl, though, standing at Kyle's mailbox, waiting to be picked up, just kind of alone with your thoughts. Actually, I think maybe Jeff was there, but, just kind of standing out there, taking it all in.
I mean, you couldn't wait inside.
I don't really know what happened, but it was like 4 or 5 minutes out by the mailbox.
I tell you what story I do like is after the Demaryius Thomas thing, and you also got kicked out of the house.
Yeah, which is kind of BS, honestly.
You're like, I'm mad too, man.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to, stay there and, bitch like everybody else, and then I was being, escorted outside.
Don't piss me off.
I didn't do anything.
Just thought about it.
You make it seem like I wasn't upset.
You weren't.
I was. I remember sitting on that couch right underneath where the air conditioner was, and just being. I was speechless. I'm still speechless.
That's right.
I'm still speechless.
Still, to this day.
That guy's career didn't pan out the way everyone thought it would.
Oh,
yeah. It's too bad. That'd always be such a big what if for me.
What's that?
If they just let if Tebow was able to keep starting and didn't get the bullshit, you're a tight end or fucking nonsense.
Right. Well, hypothetically speaking, what do you think after seeing the small sample size? What do you think would have came from if he was given the opportunity?
I mean, realistically, I don't think he would have ever been like a superstar quarterback, but I think he could have been serviceable. There's plenty of guys we've seen come in and play worse and just hang around.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point. I mean, would you? What am I trying to say? I think there are guys nowadays, we'll call it 10 years later, who have kind of done a better job hanging around. Do you feel that, like, you insert Tim Tebow in today's game, 10 years difference, but in today's game, he is going to be sticking around like those other guys, or no?
I don't see why he couldn't. I mean, really, if you just kind of look around, like Sam Darnold is still around, Zach Wilson is still around.
Yeah, but these are elite passers.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, like he didn't put up crazy numbers, but he won games and beat
Who?
a good Steelers Tebow
Oh.
and beat a good Steelers team in the like. He at a minimum should have just been given like another year, but I get it. They got Peyton Manning, and it panned out for the Broncos, but it's just too bad he wasn't really given like the shot.
Well, if things didn't go the way they did, then we never would have had, Mets Tim Tebow, which I'm very grateful for.
Did he ever? He didn't make it like to
No.
the Mets.
No, never. Had some like reasonable like hitting. What am I trying to say? Like there was periods of time
He
where
had like 3 good at bats.
No. I mean, like there was like some short stints, like batting pretty well, but nothing to ever really matter.
Yeah. I just think that he should have been given at least another season to be the starter and see what happens.
After
But what are you gonna do?
After Denver was the Jets.
Uh,
So then it was Jets, Patriots, Eagles, but I don't know the order.
that's a good question. I think so, but I'm not totally sure.
And I think only with the Jets was there a time that he actually took like snaps at the quarterback position. Like I don't think in New England he ever really did anything.
And he never would have in New England.
Right.
They still had freaking Brady. But even then, like the Jets had. I mean, who would they have had then? That was
Mark Sanchez.
was Sanchez still there though? Because he was only there a couple of years.
Who?
Mark Sanchez.
No, Mark Sanchez was there for like 5 or 6 years.
Did he play outside of his rookie deal?
Yeah.
They would have extended him if he wasn't, because I mean I can't imagine. No, I guess he didn't. They didn't extend him.
I didn't think they did.
Well, they wouldn't anyway. Anyway, Tim Tebow was the backup quarterback on that team because Mark Sanchez had just taken him to the AFC Championship game.
All right, so okay, so that makes sense. I
think,
didn't remember how the timeline worked.
I think they won again the next year.
I know he went to 2 back-to-back and then was just garbage after Sanchez.
Yeah.
And he was butt fumbling, and
that was pretty much it.
I tell you, that play is still funny to watch when it pops up. Because it had to have been funny, like in his head. He just runs right into that guy's ass.
Yep, and then balls on the ground. That was another.
I'm waiting to see, because I think Hard Knocks with the Giants comes out this week. It might be tomorrow. But apparently they're going to like dive into like Saquon's free agency.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see how, like, because from everything it said, they're like, oh, the Giants didn't really offer a contract and this and that. And in the trailer, I already saw like them talking to him about it. So I wonder if it's going to be like doctored up.
I mean, it probably will a little bit, just for TV. But I mean, when it comes down to it, like the people like watching it and they're going to be talking about it are going to be people like who call into the fan. Like I don't think for us it's going to really matter.
I don't know, but I'm kind of excited to check it out just to see Especially, I mean, the Giants have never, at least that I know of, have been on it.
There's a couple Hard Knocks things this year, right? Aren't they doing like a full like AFC North in
So I know the
season?
Bears are doing it.
The Bears are just doing traditional Hard Knocks.
Have you
Yeah,
guys-
because the Giants, I think the Giants is only running through the preseason or training camp or something.
have you guys ever watched it?
Well, no, no, because the Bears is going through training camp. Regular Hard Knocks is training camp, not the preseason.
Oh, I'm not sure then. I know the Giants one, then maybe they're just covering their off-season stuff.
Yeah, I think you guys are. I think your thing is end of season to the draft. Or something
Yeah, I don't know.
like that.
I'm not sure where it's going. I am excited to watch it though.
I feel like there's a lot of different like variations of it now. Which I mean, I guess if the ratings are good enough, more power to them. But
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, it's
never
gonna
actually
cover-
watched it.
It's going to cover from January to June. So the scouting combine, free agency, the draft, and then rookie minicamp. Because you figure it can't be airing anything that hasn't happened yet.
You don't know that.
just some AI stuff. This is what we think is going to happen.
That's fair.
But no, I've never watched it.
Well,
Never
I guess
cared
you're
to
really
watch.
not a slut for the NFL.
Well, I mean, I
You're
don't
right.
know.
I'm not.
No, I was talking to Kendall.
Oh,
I mean, it's not like totally for lack of interest. It's just I don't know. I feel like there's like a lot of football things all the time. It would just be one other thing I'd have to worry about.
Some pretty cool fireworks going on around our house that just sound like guns.
Just the season.
to be jolly.
And I don't think you realize how many people don't like you.
I am painfully aware of that.
That's fair.
You guys aren't fireworks guys, are you?
Nah.
What does that mean?
Like, you know, you go drive up to New Hampshire, buy a bunch of fireworks, and then shoot them off.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was forced to go though. Vito brought me all the way over there a few times.
Right after you split that red onion sandwich, right?
Probably. Let me tell you, wasn't a fan of buying fireworks.
Yeah, but you didn't buy fireworks.
I know. I had to watch him buy it for 5 hours.
I mean, you could have not
Everything-
went.
Somebody else was there.
No, he was already moving a piano that day. He was going.
It was on Tracy's party.
Al, did you see that meme that's been going around about the Spurs?
No.
It says, "Great news for all the Spurs fans who kept their Brandon Paul jerseys."
Hilarious.
Because he
Kyle, it
especially-
sounds like you really didn't think that was funny.
It's funny. It's not ha 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 funny, but it's funny.
Sure.
Because Brendan Paul was a guy that really didn't mean anything in the NBA. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Oh, the Warriors are trading Clay. They're not. I thought he was a free agent.
They did a sign and trade.
So that is a concept I've tried to understand. I just don't get it at all.
Could I take the reins?
So it's literally what it sounds like. The team is trading assets for the player's contract. And the Hornets are the NBA slut of the world, so they take on a contract that's given to them.
But what I mean is, why? Like, why?
Because the reason behind it is because if the Warriors re-sign Klay Thompson, they have different financial restrictions and length of contracts that they can offer him. You're only allotted certain. You can only get certain years and certain values as a free agent. But if you're being re-signed by your team, they can offer you anything.
Okay, so it's just like a loophole.
It's a loophole so that the contract that they offered Klay Thompson, the Dallas Mavericks wouldn't be able to offer him in free agency.
Gotcha.
He would have to make about $6 to $7 million more a year. But because he was already a Warrior, they can offer him that contract because it's re-signing with the team. So the Warriors
Gotcha.
we'll take it, we'll put it on our books. The Warriors pay the initial tax on the deal, and then the Mavs give them compensation in return. That's why it's all like that. It's the same thing. Massey asked me, how come you see so many why is the NBA the only sport where you see somebody get drafted and then traded right then and there? And it's because the NBA is the only sport that has a trade deadline the day of the draft. You can't trade draft picks after 2 p.m. on draft day. So, that's why you see things like the Kobe Bryant thing. Kobe Bryant was drafted by Charlotte and then immediately traded to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because the Lakers went, hey, we want this. They couldn't get a deal done before the deadline. They finally figured it out. That Charlotte goes, okay, who do you want? They draft him, and then they trade. They trade the person.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it's weird because like you can include picks, but you can't trade pick for pick.
And it has to be every other year.
Right.
The stipend rule.
Mm-hmm.
Turn that shit off in NBA 2K right away.
Yeah, but you also turn off the salary cap, injuries.
Injuries, yeah. Salary cap now.
There was a basketball game I used to play on the original Xbox. It was oh man, I wish I could think of the name of it. But anyway, I would make a franchise and you could turn off out of bounds. So that was always fun. Take some shots from behind the backboard.
It's like in Madden, you kind of have to turn off fucking injuries.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but then every other fucking player is going to be hurt.
Was there an NBA Live?
Yeah.
I think that was the game.
There still is NBA Live.
Well, I'm saying this was, I think, was the one on the Xbox that I played. It's probably like a 2002, maybe 2003. Fun game. Turn off fouls, out of bounds.
Did we
Just get wild.
Did we talk about today's holiday?
Bobby Bonilla?
Yeah, it's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah. Talking about how that day is going to hurt for the Dodgers when it's Shohei's time.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more than like a middle.
Yeah, it's like 63.
Only 11 years and 11.9 million to go, Kendall.
Yeah. I was saying that. No one sent me a card today.
I did.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I since it's a connoisseur.
Oh, I'll have to go pick it up in my mailbox.
Attention, Tristan Holler.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about it, but it was pretty exciting stuff in the NHL free agency as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're going to talk about. That's it.
Hey,
Yeah,
very exciting.
Let's talk about it, Paulus.
All right, Kyle, tell me what you think was the best deals and what was the worst deals.
Alec Martinez to the Blackhawks was an average deal.
Why?
He's just an average defender. It was only for a year. He's got some winning pedigree. You know?
I love with such confidence to just give a fart in the bag answer.
You're not wrong.
He's like throwing around these terms that like don't really make sense. He's got pedigree. You know, he's seen DX.
You know, Steven Stamkos to the Natural Predators. Interesting move. They got some elite scoring there. I don't know how far away they are, but they're a thing. The Ducks got New Jerseys. Those are cool.
God, let's rip into your toast.
And the Utah Hockey Club kind of sucks. Paul, am I nailing the nail on the coffin here?
You're doing great.
I'm doing pretty good.
I love everything about you.
All right. Let's see. Let me pull up my sheet.
Bleacher Report.
Nope. Can't use them anymore.
What is that?
It's all videos. Ilya Samsonov signed with the Golden Knights. That was a good one. Jeff Skinner signed with the Oilers. Former Sabre.
That was a good one.
Eric Gustafsson is a Red Wing.
Pretty good
It's an
one.
average move.
Okay.
Ooh, Oliver Ekman-Larsson is a Maple Leaf. You got a 4-year, $14 million deal.
The Steven Stamkos deal with the Predators is decent. It's too much money, in my opinion, for him at 34 with the injury history. I mean, he did score 81 points last season, but I don't know. I just think it's too much. And then the other Predator deal was Jonathan Marchessault. The $5.5 million, I like that a lot more. He was the Conn Smythe winner for the Golden Knights, and he reached his career high in goals last year. I think that's a lot better. It's a really good price. The Predators just, they just got a lot better. Elias Lindholm with the Bruins, that's a fucking weird contract, 7 for 55. I don't know. I think he'll fit nicely in with the top line of the Bruins, where they were very weak in the middle. But I don't hate it. Chandler Stevenson signed a big deal with the Kraken. It's a two-way playmaker. It's just the team trying to get better. I think it's a pretty good sign. Same thing with Brandon Montour. That's another big deal. They're kind of locking up some of these guys. Jake Guentzel with the Lightning, the Stamkos replacement, bringing a higher price tag, but bigger upside and younger. And then the Sam Reinhart extension with the Panthers, that was no surprise. That was a must-get deal done there. And then what's the biggest news? What was the biggest thing of the whole day, Kyle?
Tyler Bertuzzi to the Blackhawks.
Nope. Michael Sergachev traded to Utah.
That's what I said.
Team doesn't even exist yet, and they're already trading for top stars. When's the expansion draft?
Is
Oh, that's right. Because that's right. The Coyotes are moving to Utah.
Because I'm a ignoramus. Is that televised when they do that?
What?
If they do when they do an expansion draft?
Yeah, they televised it when Vegas did it and when the Kraken did it.
Oh.
I mean, like, it's televised if you want to watch it. Like, it's not going to be on fucking ABC or anything like that.
Tune in.
Why are you laughing? Why is that? That wasn't funny.
Oh, the way you posed it was funny.
I just feel like you're making fun of what I have to say.
No. You're a funny guy.
Oh, now you're saying I'm a mushroom? Hello?
What?
I can't believe you've done this. Kyle,
You.
I want you to say something yellow about Kendall.
He's Asian.
Now say something green.
He's a vegetarian.
Haha.
The Asian
You're a
vegetarian.
Yeah, but you have to be a vegetarian now. You have to be a vegetarian for 2 weeks.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
No, you have to do it.
Just gonna eat a bunch of raw onion.
I think I would make it exactly 2 meals. And then give up.
I mean, if I was trying, I could do it, but I'd for sure, like, if I wasn't really devoted, I would just forget.
What if? So, Mark,
Yeah.
you have a calendar, you have a year, okay? 365 days. Every day that you eat any sort of animal product, so the goal is to go vegan here. Any day that you consume any sort of animal product adds up. And then at the end of the year, however many days you have consumed it, you triple it, and that's the amount of days that you have to go without playing disc golf. How many days do you think you could?
So just to ask, when you say the vegan thing, is it food only?
Yeah, we'll say food only. Why?
Because like the vegan thing extends to also like fucking like shampoos and shit. Like
No. I just mean like you can't consume like no cheese, no eggs.
oof.
And L'Oreal tastes awesome.
Man, it wouldn't be good. I think there would be like years that I couldn't play.
Years.
Yeah, because like just I'm just thinking like eggs and stuff are in bread. Like
Well, you can get eggless bread. They make.
yeah, but like I don't want vegan bread. Plus, like, am I gonna have like fucking vegan cheese? That's just like spackle. No thanks.
Well, you figure 365 divided by 3. That's 121 days. So you figure if you break 121 times, that's only 1 year. So it wouldn't be years unless you like just didn't try and just broke every day. Come on, you don't want.
I mean, it would be a while because I know I wouldn't be good at it.
I think I'd be fine once I figured out the rhythm.
But you can't drink milk, Paul.
That's fine. I can do it. I have the willpower. I'll find something equally weird to replace it with.
Oh, you're not a real milk drinker.
I'm a real milk drinker. I just think
That's such a dumb thing to say.
I think it could be equally funny though to walk into a
You
diner
fucking
and ask for a
fake
glass
milk
of
hound.
tomato. Just walk into a diner. Yeah, could I get a French toast and tomato juice?
You can't have French toast.
No, but I'm just saying something is equally ridiculous to order as at a restaurant. And I can't have French toast.
How? It's dipped in egg.
You can do other things. They make like replacement vegan eggs.
See, that's the thing. Just call it something else because that's what it is.
But the point
Not
is I can have
cheese.
French toast.
Egg simulant.
And I can take bread and just dip it in water and fry it.
Nice and steamy.
Not juice.
It's funny. I was watching Parks and Rec today, and there's an episode where Leslie and Ron Swanson go to the Rob Lowe character's house, and he's like a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
But he told him that he was making steaks, but it was just like portobello mushrooms. And the Ron Swanson guy, he's like, "What is this?"
I mean, it would. which would be like milk and eggs.
Yeah, I'd be so bad at it.
Milk, eggs, and chicken. I think those would be the big three.
They just showed a video of Charlie Blackmon's first career home run, and he didn't have a beard.
It's nothing. The guy at work drank a quart of motor oil once.
So good.
Better than that fucking Dick Vermeil joke.
I'm not arguing it's
I
better.
don't know if that would even classify as a joke.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
The quarter motor oil joke is an all-time great.
Yeah, when Paul says it.
I'm not going to argue that either. But in summary, I'm still saying the Dick Vermeil thing. Doesn't matter.
You in or out on Brittany Griner?
What?
What?
Kendall's in on Brittany Griner, right?
I think so.
I feel like I can't say no. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know.
Yes, you can.
For
You absolutely can.
then I'm out.
It sounds like you're a little Tran curious.
Oh God, I was just canceled. I got an email.
It's so funny. I came across like a post. It was on Reddit. It was on like that "Am I the asshole" thing.
Yeah.
And someone just wrote there like, would I be the asshole like if I turned down like a date request from like a trans woman as like a guy? He's like, I don't want to be homophobic. They're like, why would you? And someone just wrote there like, nah, he's got a dick. Like, it's cool.
Do you think Kendall would get? You think Kendall would get pegged by Ron Jeremy to get to Alexa Bliss?
Yes.
Oof.
He
Like
would
Ron
love
Jeremy
to
now
fuck
or
her.
like in his prime?
Right now.
The same guy.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I don't think he does it.
Kendall?
I do think that he really like considers it though.
I mean,
I think he does it.
I got to think about it. I mean, I got to be like fair to myself, and I would do a lot of things. Like I just got to be real about it. But I don't know. I got to figure out what that threshold is.
Well, you got about 24 minutes to figure it out.
I say I don't think you're gonna let the fat old guy pound your booty.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it.
Oh, so like if it's not the fact that he's a guy. Because the other thing too is like I could have said that he's going to have sex with you, but instead he's going to peg you. So he's going to put a different penis on.
That's true. I didn't actually think about that.
Hey, where's the room land on Dakota Kai?
I don't. Is that like a city in South Dakota?
Yeah.
I don't know what a Dakota Kai is.
She's a lady wrestler.
Oh,
Not out.
I mean, I feel like probably like just by the way that the odds are stacked in most of them, I'm gonna go with in. I think the number of outs.
Stand by.
I think the number of outs are way less than the numbers of ins.
I think the Paul Smut chat might get a ding.
Well, let's see if something comes up here. It'd help if I spelt it right.
Why are you trying to catch a Pokemon?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm expanding it. Yeah.
There it is.
I'm having my dinner for tonight.
What do you got?
One banana. I started this.
You don't want to boil the peel.
I've started this thing. I don't want to eat after 8, and I ended up the lawnmower broke, and it took too long to fix, so I ended up not getting home until 8:45. So, I'm eating a banana. I told myself fruit after 8 is okay.
There you go.
I also just stubbed my toe.
Ouch.
on Kendall's direction, thinking about Ron Jeremy.
It's like, I think I'm making out pretty good here.
I'll tell you what, I think it would be awesome if we found out that her baby was actually Ron Jeremy's. Kendall?
I don't know. I really don't have anything for it.
I haven't considered this.
I mean,
What if it was Massey?
good for Mass.
You'd be pissed.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd be more pissed if he like made a big deal about it.
Be like, hey,
Well,
Reed,
he's going to.
Well,
Who's
guess what,
going to make
bud?
a big deal about it?
Massey.
If what? A big deal about what?
Like if he was like the father, and like what I mean by like, so like any time we were ever doing anything, he just kind of like brought it up. Like I'd be annoyed at that.
I mean, here's the thing. If I had the opportunity and took it, I would never tell you about it.
I guess fair. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like you would be upset if you found out that I had the opportunity and didn't and told you about it. I'd feel like I'd be rubbing it in.
I think I'd be upset. I would be.
I'd rub it in.
Yeah, I mean,
Kyle, want to hear some MLB facts that sound fake but aren't?
Wait, what?
You want to hear some MLB facts that sound fake but aren't?
Go ahead.
I mean, this one, everyone knows this one. Barry Bonds has more intentional walks than the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, I believe that.
Tim Wakefield has more career strikeouts than Roy Halladay.
Nice.
Mickey Mantle blew out his ACL his rookie year and then played the rest of his career without it.
Good for him.
I didn't know that.
For someone to break Rickey Henderson's stolen base record, they would have to average 50 stolen bases a year for 29 years.
That's pretty wild.
Steve Carlton went 27-10 for the 1972 Philadelphia Phillies, a season in which they only won 59 games.
Yeah, I knew that one. That's crazy.
Nick Castellanos holds the National League record for consecutive games without an error at 407.
Yep. Broke that.
See the guy too that anytime something bad happens, he hits a home run.
Yeah. But you know, bad things happen.
Eddie Rosario hit for the cycle on just 5 pitches.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
And Willie Mays has more All-Star selections than seasons played.
How's that even possible?
So, in like the 50s, I looked it up. In the 50s, they used to do mid and post-season All-Star games because it was just a great way to get fans to come down and spend money.
I didn't know that either.
So they would hold 2 All-Star games, and like, what are you going to do? Not vote Willie Mays as an All-Star?
No, he already was one.
Want to hear a wild baseball stat?
Mm-hmm.
Cal Ripken Jr. played for a very, very long time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He only had 36 career stolen bases.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, well, Kendall drank a quart of motor oil.
Not funny when you say it.
Also didn't do it
Mark,
right.
Mark, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch or Anne Hathaway as Catwoman?
Ooh, Scarlet Witch.
I'm in on Catwoman.
Halle Berry is Catwoman?
No, out. The other one.
I mean,
Chadwick
like,
Boseman
she
as
looked
Black
cool,
Panther.
but that movie sucked.
I didn't hear the other option, Kyle.
You already said you're in.
Yeah, but what is it?
Drew Carey as the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Imagine if that was a thing.
Kyle, why don't you give us a little Drew Carey as the Hulk?
I don't think I can. Won't like me when I'm angry.
Spot on, bro.
Only when the points don't matter.
Hey, so I have a question. When an ump like ejects a player, can they reverse the ejection?
No.
How do you know?
I think they can. I think they can, Kyle. I think it depends, and it might be something as stupid as like if it's one of like the field umps that toss them, and I think the home plate umpire can like overrule it.
I just love how Kyle's always so confident and quick to answer.
Oh, I take a guess. I've never seen it before, so
No, like I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain that they can.
well, imagine.
Because that was the thing,
Yeah.
like when Boone got tossed for the fan yelling, they were like, you can take it back.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm sure it doesn't happen often because that'd be a real like dick move to do to the other umpire. Like,
Nope,
no,
overruled.
he's right. You get out of here. Kyle, I'm sure you watch these videos too, but have you seen like that like Asian baseball player guy? I don't know his name. What?
Eric Sim,
Sure.
Shohei
the one that
Ohtani.
took Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani.
Paul's right.
No. This guy, he's just like a fat Asian guy that has like a batting cage in a warehouse somewhere. Like he ended up like Trevor Bauer's on his like YouTube all the time. And it's pretty funny. It is entertaining. They just kind of talk shit and then Trevor Bauer just smokes fucking baseballs by him. Speaking of, someone should fucking sign him.
Yes, they should.
I
The
think it'll
Orioles.
Literally anybody. Like somebody should sign him.
The Orioles need starting pitching.
happen. Isn't there a threat of like legal action being taken if nothing happens?
What do you mean if nothing happens?
I saw this thing about owners or GMs being urged to sign him because Bauer would have like a pretty good case against Major League Baseball for not being, signed after everything that has occurred.
You know what though? I mean, I don't see how. I mean, for me, when everything happened when it did, I think the Dodgers and the MLB did the right thing. Right?
Yeah, it's just kind of how things
But
are.
then-
You wash your hands of something.
Then 2 years later, it comes out that nothing happened. So like he should be signed, but at this point, I think any team could just be like, well, he hasn't been in the MLB for 2 years. Like there's our excuse not to
No, he's
sign
not
him.
pitching now.
What's that?
And he looks better now than he did 2 years ago.
No. I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, if it was to be like a legal battle, I mean,
I think a
him
lot of
pitching
teams
in,
don't want to deal with the baggage.
but I mean, Jesus, Aroldis Chapman is still.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
Like his deal with the Dodgers, they allowed him to do his own like routine, let him vlog whenever he wanted to, shit like that. A lot of teams don't want that.
So what I do think, I mean, the Dodgers, I'm assuming, had to have just cut him, right?
They did cut him, yeah.
So they have to pay out the rest. So I would say like that would make sense if like if they just had to like honor his contract, but he's already paid out. It's just too bad. It's too bad because, now we know that nothing happened. And yeah, he's pitching down in Mexico and he's pitching well, but like that's not the same
No, of course
competition. It's
not. But he wants to play.
it's the same with that punter.
Marquette King.
No. The hell was his name? Ariza?
Oh, Trevor Ariza?
No, the guy that signed with the Chiefs.
Is he with did he sign?
Oh, the kicker?
He was a punter, right?
Matt
He signed with
Ariza?
the Chiefs.
Oh, I didn't realize that he signed, but he was another one. Like he was coming in as like a the next good punter, which is funny to say, but got accused and then found out like it was all bullshit, and he like lost his job.
Power of woman.
Or as Uncle Eddie says, the power of the pussy. Hey, if you guys had to make like the perfect, like, we'll call it a picnic, like standard picnic foods. You get 2 main courses, 3 sides, a beverage, and a dessert. What are you taking for your 4th of July picnic plate? No draft, just like you pick your personal preference.
Well, for sure, hot dogs.
You're going 2 hot dogs as your two entrees?
Probably.
I'll do burger dog.
Okay.
Mac and cheese.
Honestly, the mac and cheese is involved.
Sleeper pick for me, the macaroni salad.
See, I'm not a huge fan of those other salads.
Not macaroni salad, but I do like potato salad a lot.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah?
I thought for sure, and it would have been. I don't know what it is. It's just the thought of like just potatoes and just mayonnaise. It's funny. Like I'm sure it is. I just can't mentally get around it.
It isn't. Yeah, I mean, like potato salad.
I mean, like the egg salad, you get egg salad at home. You want it to be like you want to taste the egg. There's not really a lot of mayonnaise in it.
I can
burger dog.
Beans, corn on the cob. Actually, you know what? Baked beans, corn on the cob, scratch the mac and cheese. I'm going with the broccoli salad.
Ooh.
And then, for dessert, I think just the little
from fucking my house.
I think I'm just going the brownie.
But like I'm with you, Souls.
Picnic cheesecake, baby.
Although
I mean, we have it.
No, we don't.
We do.
When do you go to Uncle Vinny's house for the 4th of July and there's a fucking cheesecake?
So I will say there's been a few times where Mercer's made like the mini cheesecakes. She's been doing those a bit. And those are pretty solid. But I wouldn't put it in that category yet because I don't think it's been there enough yet.
Now, question: Does watermelon fall into its own category, or is it default to dessert?
I think watermelon is just a given that you're gonna eat fucking watermelon.
All right, that's fair.
I think that's
like saying you're drinking water.
It's like an hors d'oeuvre.
All right.
I do like when the French fries are an option.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I do like, especially at the family picnic, kind of piggybacking off Kyle, when the baked Alaska comes out for dessert. That's a big favorite of mine.
That was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell by the 0 laughs right out of the gate that I was done for.
I didn't hear what you said.
He just decided to say that he thought the baked Alaska was the best dessert that we have at the picnics.
So I heard that, but I don't know what that is.
It's just a stupid dessert.
Right. It's just like, actually, I don't even really know what it is. Like,
It's basically like it's like a weird like thin piece of cake that's just covered in a mountain of meringue.
it's something like you just kind of like hear about, but never really like see it in person.
It's like cake with like ice cream on top, and then it's just completely covered in meringue and then set on fire.
It wasn't funny, Kendall.
Kyle, I know when something's not funny, like in the first few like milliseconds, but you can't bail out, and that's the worst part. You just kind of finish and you say, let it sit in the thick fucking air.
You're an idiot.
I do love broccoli salad though.
Yeah, Karen makes a pretty good one.
I don't
Kendall's
know
a pea soup guy for picnics.
Split pea soup is awesome.
Nothing like a hot soup
I would eat soup at the picnic.
out in July in the summer sun.
Oh, it's so funny.
Tell you what though, I wish the lunch spot for my job was just available everywhere all the time.
What do we got?
The freaking Bill's
Pizza
Crossroads
bucket.
special.
Oh,
2 chili cheese dogs, a basket of onion rings, and a Miller High Life for fucking I think it's for $8.
yeah, that's pretty much ideal. Oh, question, and maybe I just am an idiot, which is true. For the picnics, is chili always there?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. That was just kind of like a one-off.
Yeah, that was like a like 2 days before Vinny was like, "I'm gonna make this." We're like, "All right."
That was cool. I had a couple chili dogs that day.
How much of the pulled pork did you eat? Thanks.
Well, no, hold on. I did, but maybe it was just a little first rounder.
Nice. Appreciate it.
Your pulled pork is trash.
Well, I'm saying, listen, it's not Lloyd's. Let's just put it right there. We can throw that on the table. It's not Lloyd's.
Mark, I just feel you're a step above Lloyd's.
Kyle, I think he was implying that it was below.
Step below.
Oh,
If it doesn't come in plastic, I don't want to hear it. No, it wasn't for lack of like. I don't know. It's just kind of the way that the plates went that day. You know, sometimes you kind of just fall into something. You know.
Yes, I mean, did you make one trip up to the table, or did you get a second plate?
Well, I'm saying I think I made 3 trips, but the first trip, I mean, I did buffet style kind of wrong. I went heavy first plate. Second plate was very light, and third was just as light. So I kind of didn't really pace myself in a way that was conducive to having more pulled pork.
So what I'm hearing is that you looked at it 3 times, and just all 3 times said, "Nah."
What I'm saying is I kind of fell into the chili dog loop is kind of what I'm getting at. Now, if that wasn't available, I probably would have went more pulled pork. And I encourage you to make it again.
That'll be great. I'm excited to make it again for you to not eat it.
The other thing too is Kendall he's not really like as good of an eater as like he kind of is making it out to be. He definitely at most had 2 chili cheese dogs. And I'm willing to bet you that he didn't have one he might have had 3 plates, but they didn't fully make one full plate.
This is a real like I ate 72 shrimp situation.
I gotta take a piss.
I just wish there was somebody that could corroborate the story.
I am taking a piss.
Yeah, well, you said that.
Just making sure everyone knows that you couldn't eat that much shrimp.
I just wish someone could corroborate the story. You know what I mean? Like he has yet to provide us with like a witness as to who's seen him eat this much shrimp. Now I did go with him one time to an endless shrimp thing, but I think he tapped out at like 40 something. But I don't think the intention was there to eat a lot, so I don't know.
I think he's out before he hit 20. Just a bad eater.
Now, do you think you could eat 20 shrimp?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think you could eat? Think you could eat 15 racks of ribs?
15 racks?
Yeah,
No.
you get a day.
Oof. Like a
I couldn't.
24-hour period?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I would give it a run, but I don't know.
It'd just be cool. It would just be cool to have all those wings. I mean, all those ribs.
Although, I mean, meat-wise, it's really not that much. It's probably more possible than you think.
I think we should do it.
What's that?
It's a pretty cheap challenge.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
Ribs are outrageous.
Not if you know how to get them.
Lloyd's, they package them up real nice. You take them out of the
Ribs
plastic.
are outrageous. They used to be cheap. The barbecue craze has really fucked up meat prices. Just
Kyle,
look
how do
at
you feel about
brisket.
that?
Brisket used to be like one of the cheapest things you could get. Now it's fucking $10 a pound.
I don't know why, but like I've never really fallen into the craze of like the barbecue world.
So there's a couple things I really like. The chuck roasts are fucking awesome.
Like, I don't know. To me, it's like I'm not really like I'm not a big smoked meat guy anyway.
Mhm.
So like to me, a lot of it's all just the same.
It is.
Like I enjoy brisket. I'd rather have brisket. Don't really care for pulled pork all that much anymore. I used to like it a lot more when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I've stopped really like caring for it. I don't like smoked versions of like other foods I like. Like I don't want smoked wings or smoked steaks.
That's fair.
I like ribs. Ribs I could eat forever. I've just never,
So
I've never gotten into the
pulled
crazy.
pork is a thing that I won't like order it anymore out anywhere.
Right.
I just won't. I mean, just because I know like I can make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the chuck roasts come out fucking awesome. Those are a real fucking game changer.
Mark, have you ever made burnt ends?
I have not.
Kendall's talking about the video that he sees all the time where the person makes burnt ends out of hot dogs.
That's so funny. Actually, I have seen that video.
But it is true. Like a lot of the smoke stuff does all taste very similar.
I would get pulled pork out in tandem with something though. Like I mean, if get 2 or 3 meats, like I would do that.
It's just like I used to, but now just because I know, I don't know, just because like I know I can make it pretty good. Like I would just get other things. Like I haven't done a brisket yet because fucking smoking a brisket is a nightmare. And you
Why
gotta
is that?
dedicate like a fucking day.
Oh.
It just takes forever. I mean, a lot of times you see it, they smoke them for like fucking 18 hours. It's like, well, I'm good on that.
No, you throw it in the oven at 310. You just let it go.
But I mean, like really, like so to just make the comparison, like briskets, you can do them fast, but they're supposed to be low and slow, and the whole fuck, it take forever. Or you can, I do like a chuck roast, and from start to finish is like 8 hours. And to me, it comes out just as good, if not better.
Fair. Have you tried
Even that,
smoking
those used to be
turkey
like
yet?
the cheapest fucking things you can get. Now they're not.
Have you tried smoking a whole turkey yet?
I haven't done whole turkey. I've done like a whole chicken. Comes out pretty solid.
Have you tried
What about a half
smoking?
a turkey?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, poultry does pretty well in the smokers. It really like fucking soaks it up.
Have you tried smoking an omelet yet?
Ooh.
No. I do want to do wings though. I have some wings left from Mercer's party. I was gonna get them in there.
Smoked turkey would be awesome, though.
Smoked turkeys is awesome. I know, like this year, because now we have like the extra freezer and stuff. I'll probably end up getting a couple extra turkeys around Thanksgiving time. Stash them.
I currently actually have a frozen turkey.
That's hilarious.
Um,
You should microwave it.
we could smoke it or microwave it, whatever.
Put it in for like 4 hours. Just keep it spinning.
Yeah. Wrap it in foil, though, right?
I mean, a loose saran.
You wanna trap that heat.
If you want a nice even cook on a slow and low method, I think the move is that you put it in the dryer.
Let it bounce around.
Could you imagine the sound?
Actually, the dryer that I have has a shelf that you can put in, so you can get the hot air on it without it tumbling.
All right.
Yeah, see this turkey? Dry or roasted?
And here's the classic Kendall. I would try it.
I would.
Like, it's gonna be raw.
So Kendall, we were talking about while you were peeing how there's nobody that can corroborate your 72 shrimp story and how we think that's a real crime.
There is a person, and he was my server twice.
I mean, we also just think it's not real.
It is real. And you know what the real crime about this thing? That I know you guys are breaking my balls, and like the worst part of like worse than that is that like you guys know that the shrimp from like Red Lobster and Outback are like really tiny. So it's like, yeah, I have this number that I'm really proud of, but those shrimp are bullshit. So it really just it's not difficult to do. And the fact that you guys just won't let me have this thing really breaks my heart.
I think you got to try and set it up again. We've sent the opportunity. Applebee's was doing it, and just no attempt was made to repeat it.
Did Applebee's ever do an endless shrimp?
Yeah. We talked about it in the chat. There was a thing. I forget what it was. It was like, I think it was like $20 a head.
Yeah, something like that.
What?
Dick for meal.
Yeah, for the first time, that joke was funny.
I don't get it.
I know Applebee's. I know last month Applebee's did. They did this one special where I think it was like $35 per person, or something or $40 per person, and each person like you had to have a minimum of 4 people for it to count, but it was endless appetizers, and each person got a bucket of beer, like one of those buckets that hold 6 bottles.
I get into that.
That's a pretty good deal.
You know,
Kendall,
like
do you think
Applebee's
if
fun.
we did like a shrimp fry, do you think you could take down 72?
I think I could.
I would like to see it.
You got to eat the tail though.
If I must.
But you know what the move is though, Mock? We do the reverse thing. So what we do is we do the shrimp fry, and we tell Kendall if he gets to 72 or higher, he has to pay for all of it. If he doesn't and he fails, we'll pay for it. And the reason is he'll force himself to get there just to prove that he could do it.
I think he taps out.
No, because I already have done it twice.
Wait. Now it's twice?
Well, 71, 72.
So you've only done 72 once.
Well, no, I guess what I meant to say was that like I've done the challenge that I've made up or whatever. I've had 70 plus shrimp more than once, is what I'm trying to say.
So you just went to these. You went to Outback 2 times all by yourself and just did this while Jeff served them to you.
Yes. I think there was a priest there.
I feel like this is hard to. The part that's hard to believe is that you went there twice
No,
by yourself.
No. Rebecca was there twice. In fact, I want to say
I went to one of these with you and Rebecca one time to Outback, but you didn't eat 70 something shrimp.
Did you have to bring Jeff a monster?
well, after I did. He had to, once he was done closing, I met him.
You had to go to the Wallingford Cumberland Farms. I tell you though, Dom Mysterio does have a cool look.
Sure does.
You could be that guy, Mark.
It's growing. I couldn't do the mustache.
Couldn't or won't?
Both.
I don't know. It just kind of feels like you like all these looks, but you won't actually commit to any of them.
The mustache only is a rough feat.
I'm waiting for this mullet that you're supposed to grow.
It's growing now.
Yeah, but you're not going to keep it.
It's gonna be around for a while. There are times like where I wouldn't mind cutting it, and it's usually when I'm doing something that's just in my face and I get mad.
Well,
But
Kyle,
then it's brushed and then I'm fine.
Kyle got us those great headbands. You could rock one of those to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, but like the problem is then it like slides up. Like even before I was cutting the grass today and like it's just in my face. I was like, what the fuck? And just that part is aggravating, but oh man, Liv Morgan's back.
She's so pretty and special.
Imagine if we got to wear pants like that to work.
We could.
Well, I cannot.
I'm sure you can. They make steel knee ones. I'm tired.
Yep. I still gotta go shower.
Don't do it. Do it tomorrow.
No, I mowed wearing my flip flops, so my feet are like green.
I would say save for tomorrow morning, just before you have to get gas on your way to work.
It's funny you say that because I think it was like Friday. Same thing, like running late in the morning. I was like, oh, I gotta go get fucking gas.
That's the best.
I have to get gas tomorrow as well. Yeah, there was no
man.
follow up there. Just wanted to say it.
Hey, that's fine.
How were your beers?
I had a water.
Oh, I forgot it's dry July.
No, just kind of how it went. There's no beer in the house.
It's hard liquor.
Can you
There's
believe,
72 shrimp.
can you believe that I power washed his fence and he didn't give me, offer me a beer?
Yeah, I did power wash your fence, and I was offered nothing.
Anyway, I had the last beer from my Bell's hazy, my IPA variety pack. I had the hazy hearted IPA. This was 7.5%, which was higher than the others, which were all 7s. This one, much like the Change of Heart, Deshi did taste a little bit different. I will say it's not like, of this variety pack, and I still have all four to we could sample together. It wasn't drastically different. It was like more rich, and did kind of have like that. I'll call it New Englandy like IPA type thing going for it. Wasn't bad. I'll give it 3.9 stars out of 5. Would get again. I think this. No, it's not. 2 of the beers from this pack are limited edition. I think it's the Change of Heart and the Cold IPA. So I guess this is actually available in store. I have never seen it that I know of, but I would get again. It was good enough.
I think you just lied.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm just saying some stuff.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm just flip flapping. I had leftover pizza from our friends at Black Hog, and it's pretty crisp, pretty refreshing, solid, everyday drinking beer. Big fan.
Pilsner?
Pilsner.
Nice.
And I also drank Mock's juices. His apple juices.
Nice.
I do what I can. I'm assuming Kyle's not here anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guy died.
Too bad.
Oh, the battery's dead. Or he's on mute and doesn't know it like I was.
Could be.
That's all we got. So yeah, I don't know. That's all we got until next week. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Kendall, where can they find us?
Ooh, listen.
Mock, where can they find us? Actually, I forgot. It's been a while since Mock's done the work. Can they find us?
Let's say, man. Find us on Facebook at Getting Sorted the Drunk, Twitter and Instagram at GSWD_4.
Make sure you use the hashtag GSWD, whether it's forgetting that you actually only ate 7.2 shrimp, or, preferring chuck roast to mullets.
Like, comment, subscribe on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a weird noise. I really enjoy watching those skate downhill videos.
Could be pretty brutal.
Just a big fan. Like, they're going so fast. Like, I can't even comprehend how someone can do a double kickflip on a skateboard at all, but then to be doing it while they're going 85 miles an hour downhill. Pretty wild.
Oh, hey, Paul. Paul, quick question for you.
Yes.
Do you think that if we took a month to get like in shape and prepare for it, like we could be upper level flag football players?
No.
He embellished it a little bit because I didn't say upper level. I'm just saying that we contend.
Contend for, how do you mean?
I just mean like, all right, so in rec level play, could we win some games?
What, like for the Wallingford Park and Rec?
In this situation, sure.
For Wallingford Park and Rec, yeah. Which, if we had a month to like prepare and run plays and get in shape and condition, yeah. I mean, we could win Solomon out and not win a championship or anything.
I said I think if we go down to any inner city, we are getting shellacked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, until you just scream the N-word, then they can focus on other stuff.
So take that, Souls. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a snore?
I don't know.
I think it was.
Do we lose souls?
I think we lost him long ago.
What do we think? If the thing is still in his ear, just like, Kyle!
Let's get that casual. Yo,
The best part is he's got to take the dog out.
Yeah, that dog's just gonna pee somewhere in the house.
Happening right now.
And so is Kyle. He isn't housebroken yet. But all right, fellas.
yeah. All right, boys. I'll let you guys go. I gotta go get in the shower.
Wait, we didn't do that like sign off.
No,
No.
I said that was it. Did the thing, and then
Yeah, but we say our goodbye.
oh well. Not doing it.
Oh. This is
Mark.
pretty awkward.
The red of a band. Yeah.
Come on. For the
You just did
351st
it.
time?
Huh?
For the 351st time?
That makes it special. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
My Mark.
And the
Inwatchable.
Red Baron. Souls.
Yeah.